Fabulous. Welcome everyone to Strength. This is Katie. Just remember to listen to your bodies today. Keep some water nearby. Take breaks as you need, and feel free to ask for any clarifications or modifications if you need them. Let's get warmed up, get our temperatures raised, breathing rate up. We're going to start with some arm circles, great big arm circles, reaching them nice and high out in front of us, down to the floor and behind us. Forward arm circles. If you want to take a few paces forward, a few paces backwards, just to add a little extra movement, feel free to do so. And as well, if it's uncomfortable to do both arms at the same time, you can do swimmer arms and just do one arm circle on the left, one arm circle on the right. But forward arm circles, nice and big, nice and large and in charge. And let's start to make every rotation a little bit smaller. So we get to those dinner plate size circles and then to that tennis ball. And go ahead and let your arms down. You can do a couple shoulder shrugs and then we'll switch directions with those arm circles, reverse arm circles, nice and big again. You can continue to pace forward and backward if you like. Nice big arm circles, and let's start to make them a little bit smaller until you get to that dinner plate and the tennis ball. And give those arms a rest. We're going to go to some glute kicks next. So from that neutral standing position, I go hands on my hips. Then I'm going to kick my right heel back towards my right glutes. Foot back down and repeat on the left side. Left heel to left glutes. Continue to alternate, starting nice and slow as we warm the knee joints up and the hamstrings. And then you can start to speed it up as you get familiar with the movement, familiar with your space and comfortable. If you want to add a little extra arm movement, you can do running arms with 90-degree angles in your elbow and punching forward the opposite fist to the opposite knee. Good. A few more here, these glute kicks. And 3, 2, 1. We're going to switch into some knee drives or high knees next. So driving right knee up towards the chest, foot back down, and then left knee, alternating knee drives or marches, another name for them. Again, you can keep hands on your hips if you'd like, or if you like that extra arm movement, runner's arms. Driving the knees nice and high, starting to speed them up as you get used to the movement. Beautiful. A few more seconds here, a few more breaths. And 3, 2, 1. Fabulous. We have our windmill toe touches up next. So let's go ahead and get our feet in a nice wide standing position, 1 to 2 steps outside of our hips, toes pointing forward, slightly outward. I'm going to extend both arms out to the sides about shoulder height. I'm going to hinge at the waist, reach my right hand towards my left ankle, come back up to center and switch to the other side. Left hand towards right ankle and just continue to alternate. Repeat. Warming up that posterior chain, working on the hinge work. A little bit of rotation in the spine. Getting the temperature up and raised. Nice job. Keep it going. A few more seconds here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gorgeous. Go ahead and come back up to center. Keep the nice wide stance though. We're going to go into some Cossack rocks next. So wide standing position with our feet. I'm going to lower my hips just slightly, about a quarter squat position, slight bend in both knees. And I'm going to rock my weight over into my right leg, straightening out my left leg. Feel a nice stretch in the inner thigh. And then I'm going to shift my weight back to center and over into the left leg, straightening out the right leg. Keeping my feet planted, just a nice rock left to right, Cossack rocks. Getting those ankles, knee joints nice and warm. A little bit of stretch in the hip and thighs. Getting ready for our first circuit, which is going to be lower body, standing lower body. So make sure if you're using weights today, you got them nearby. We'll probably start with some heavier weights for the lower body circuit. And 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and stand back up to center. You can step your feet back together. If there's another warm-up exercise you want to go through while we talk about circuit 1, feel free to do it. So we are going to start circuit 1, as I said, standing lower body. Our first move is going to be a forward lunge with the left leg only. So for our forward lunge, we're just going to take a nice long step forward with our left foot. From here, we are just going to lower the right knee down towards the floor. Both legs will bend to that 90-degree angle, and then we'll press up out of that forward lunge and step back to that original standing position and repeat. So forward lunge, left side only. It's going to be more difficult if you step back and forward during the exercise. If you want to modify this to be a little easier on the balance, just go ahead and hold that forward lunge position and then pulse and do reps from standing, not repeating with the step. So options there. Any questions with the forward lunge? And if you're adding weight to this exercise, hold that weight in the left hand. Our next exercise will be the same thing, forward lunge, but we're just going to do the right side only. So forward lunge on the right side. After that, we have our sumo squats. So for our sumo squat, we're going to take a nice wide stance with our feet, about 1 to 1.5 steps outside of our hips. Toes are going to point forward and slightly outward. And we're going to lower the hips. Oops, sorry. Something got me off guard. Okay, sumo squat, feet slightly outside the hips, toes pointing forward, slightly outward. From here, we're just going to lower the hips into that squat position. Knees will stay tracking over the feet out towards the toes. Once we get to that lowest point where we feel a slight stretch in the glutes, we're going to activate our glutes, squeeze them as we push up out of that squat. And then we'll go back to lowering and repeat. So sumo squats, if you're holding weights for this one, go ahead and hold them in front of your hips and then drive them down to the floor. Arms are just relaxed in front of you. As you lower for the squat, the weight lowers down towards the floor and comes back up in front of your hips. Any questions with sumo squat? Awesome, awesome. And our last move is going to be a wall sit. If you're near a wall, if you're not near a wall, you can go ahead and do a squat hold. So for our wall sit, we will get against the wall and then we'll walk our feet about 1.5 feet away from the wall, just slightly outside of our hips, toes forward. And then we're going to lower our hips until our legs come to just about a 90-degree angle or thighs parallel to the floor. And we're just going to hold that position against the wall. If you're doing a squat hold, you're getting as low as you can in that squat. It could be a half or a full squat, and you're just holding the squat. Gorgeous. Any questions with the wall sit or squat hold? All right, let's get after it, y'all. We got 3 rounds. We're going to be doing 10 seconds of rest, 30 seconds of work. Our first move is that forward lunge on the left side. Coming up in 3, 2, 1. Forward lunges, left side only. So left leg only. We're stepping out long, lowering that back knee, pushing up, stepping back and repeating. Or we're just holding that lunge stance, pulsing up and down. And 3, 2, 1. Nice job. We got 10-second rest, and then we're going to do those forward lunges on the right side. In 3, 2, 1. Forward lunges, right side only. Make sure our knee is tracking over our foot, over our toes, or slightly outside of our foot. You don't want it holding inward. That can be a sign of some imbalance in your muscles. Could lead to some injuries. Speaking from experience. Nice job. 6 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. Let's get ready for those sumo squats. Getting that nice wide stance with our feet. Toes forward, slightly outward. 3, 2, 1. Sumo squats. Lowering the hips, keeping the knees out wide. Squeezing the glutes at the top after we push out of that squat. The reason the sumo squat is more targeting of the posterior chain and the glutes is because you're able to hinge more, so you're activating more of that posterior chain. Nice job. You got this. 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. Go ahead and find that wall if you're doing wall sits, or get the feet set in a squat position. 3, 2, 1. Wall sits. Go ahead and lower into that wall sit hold or squat hold. You can hold a weight on your thighs if you're doing a wall sit, or you can hold a weight up by your chest if you're doing a squat hold. Either way, you got this. If you're doing against the wall, keep that head, shoulders, hips planted, glued to the wall. And breathe. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. 10-second rest. We're going to go back to the top with those left side forward lunges. 3, 2, 1. Forward lunges, left side. Protecting that knee. Knee tracks over the foot, doesn't go far over the toes. We're keeping the torso mostly upright throughout the lunge. That's going to target the quadriceps. Not only is this a great strength exercise, it's great for balance. 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. If you're using a weight, go ahead and switch hands. We're going to hit that right side forward lunge in 3, 2, 1. Forward lunges on the right side. Stepping forward, stepping back, or holding the lunge stance, pulsing up and down for reps. Nice job. Make sure our core is squeezed. Even when we're doing an exercise with the lower body, we got to engage that core. Stay stable. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. 10-second rest. Set up for those sumo squats. Nice wide stance. Toes forward, slightly out. 3, 2, 1. Sumo squats. Lowering the hips. Knees go out to the sides. Push up. Squeeze the glutes. And repeat. Nice slow sumo squats. Our feet stay glued to the ground. We drive out of that squat through our heels. Use that breath. 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. Bring the feet in for a squat hold or find a wall for a wall sit. 3, 2, 1. Lower, lower and hold. Once again, if you're doing that wall sit, hips, shoulders, head are all glued to the wall. Core is squeezed. Legs are 90 degrees or a little bit more. You can always push up slowly if you need a little more rest. You got it. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. We're back to the top. One more round with our forward lunges, left side. 3, 2, 1. Last round. Let's finish strong. You got this. Stepping forward with the left foot, left leg only, forward lunge. Keeping the torso mostly upright, targeting the quads. Knees stay over the foot. Not going inward or too far outward. 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. Switch hands with that weight. We're going to hit the right side for the last time. In 3, 2, 1. Go. Forward lunges, right side, right leg only. Nice single leg exercise. Good for overall strength. Nice job, core squeeze. Last set of lunges, you can do it. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Sumo squats coming in hot. Get that feet stance set up. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Sumo squats. Nice wide standing position. Lowering the hips and squeezing the glutes. Driving through our heels as we push up out of the squat. Getting as deep as we can. And 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. We got our last exercise. Squat, hold, wall sit. In 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Go ahead and lower. Hold that position. We're holding the weight. Optional if you want to hold the weight. You're against that wall. Stay glued. Keep your feet flat. We don't want to be too heavy in our toes or our heels. Same thing if you're doing that squat. You got it. You got it. You can do it. You can do hard things. 3, 2, 1. And take some rest, y'all. That is the end of lower body circuit 1. You rocked it. I like to put that hard one at the beginning just so you know where you're at. Let's grab a drink and talk through circuit 2. All right.
That was an awesome sequence.
Good. I'm glad you had fun.
Oh.
Sweet. Well, let's keep going. We got circuit 2, which is going to be a ground circuit. So if you want to get down to the floor, it's going to be upper body and core for this one. So our first move is going to be a skull crusher, single arm skull crusher. So let's get down onto the mat. Feet are going to be flat on the floor, knees to the ceiling for a little extra stability. And then our torso is laying flat. So for that skull crusher, I'm going to have you make a fist with your right hand and punch it up towards the ceiling from your shoulder. Once we're here, we are going to do a thumbs up. So give yourselves a thumbs up or a thumbs up to the ceiling. After this, we're going to bend the elbow and we're going to take that thumb back towards the floor or the ground behind our head. So bending only at the elbow, the shoulder isn't moving much. After you feel that nice stretch in your triceps, the hand gets close to the ground, then we're just going to extend the arm back to that starting position and squeeze the tricep. So fully extending the arm and repeat. So that is our tricep or skull crusher, working the triceps. Any questions there with skull crusher? Great. We're going to do the right arm first, and then we're going to switch to the left arm. I recommend using medium to light weights for this exercise. Our next exercise is a dead bug. So if you're familiar with my core class, you know what a dead bug is, but we'll talk through it. So we're staying on our backs, but now we're just going to raise both feet off of the floor. Our knees are going to be over our hips. Our toes are pointed away from us and our shins are parallel to the ceiling. And then I'm going to extend both arms up to the ceiling over the shoulders. So that's that starting position of a dead bug. If you want to add weights, you can hold light weights in both hands. So that is optional if you'd like to do that. From here, we're just going to drop our left arm towards the ground in unison with our right leg. So we're hovering both left arm and right leg over the ground. Left leg, right arm stay up. And then we're going to pull those limbs back to the starting position and repeat with the other two. So left leg extends, right arm extends. We hover over the ground as low as we can, and then we pull it back together. Any questions with the dead bug? We'll just continue to alternate throughout the 30 seconds. Awesome. Our last move is going to be a plank walk. So you'll flip around to get into a tabletop position, which is where your hands are flat on the floor, wrists, elbows, shoulders are all stacked. And then we're going to get in a high plank position from here. So extending both legs back, our toes are in the floor. So we're in that high plank position. You can either hold that high plank, or if you want to add a little extra challenge, you're adding the plank walk. So you're stepping out to the right with your right hand and right foot, and then you'll follow with your left hand, left foot. Take maybe 2 steps to the right and then 2 steps to the left, staying as flat as possible. Any questions with high plank hold or plank walks? Amazing. All right. Let's get to the floor if you weren't there already. Get our music started. And let's get after it, starting with those skull crushers on the right side. In 3, 2, 1. Skull crushers, right side. So just bending the elbow, lowering that fist towards the floor behind your head, bending the elbow, squeezing the triceps at the top. So you want to fully extend your arm for this exercise. When you get to the top, really feel that tricep. And 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. Go ahead and switch hands with your weights if you're using weights today. 3, 2, 1. Skull crushers. Left side. Bending and extending that elbow. Also bracing our core. Anytime we're working anything outside of our spine, we want to brace. And 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. Let's get ready for those dead bugs. In 3, 2, 1. Arms and legs are up. Dead bugs begin. Just extending that opposite arm and leg, pulling it back together, and doing the same thing on the other side. Make sure we're keeping that lower back glued to the floor. We have an imaginary push pin keeping us pinned through our belly button to the floor. If you're not able to keep that low back off the floor, go ahead and lower your legs a little less. 3, 2, 1. All right, quick 10-second rest. Let's get around to that high plank position. And go ahead and get up. 30 seconds on, go. High plank, we're squeezing our glutes and our abs in unison. Holding that high plank, staying nice and flat. You got dinner on your back, mashed potatoes, gravy, all the things you don't want to clean off the floor. 10 more seconds. You got this. And 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and take a rest. You can come back around to your back or our skull crushers, right side. 3, 2, 1. Skull crushers, right side only. Begin. Make sure when that weight drops or that fist drops, that elbow stays up towards the ceiling. And extending the elbow, we're squeezing those triceps. You've got this. 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. We're going to switch arms, hitting that left side in 3, 2, 1. Skull crushers, left side. Bend that elbow, keep the elbow towards the ceiling. Squeeze that tricep as we extend the elbow and bring that weight back up towards the ceiling. Excellent job. 10 more seconds, you got this. And 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. Let's get ready for those dead bugs. Getting our legs and arms up. And 3, 2, 1. Nice, slow, alternating dead bugs. Main focus is bracing that core, squeezing those abs, because we all have abs. You got it. Make sure we're breathing, bracing as we get stronger. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds. Let's come around to that high plank position. Staying as flat as possible. 3, 2, 1. And we're up in that high plank. My glutes are squeezed. My abs are squeezed. My nose is staying towards the floor. My legs are an extension of my spine. I am one unit. I am flat. I'm keeping my hips as low as possible, but if I'm feeling any pain in the low back, I'm going to push them up a little bit higher. And 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds. Let's get into our last round with skull crushers on the right. 3, 2, 1. Skull crushers, right side only. You got this. Really squeezing that tricep. If you were to put your left fingertips on the back of your arm, you'll really feel those triceps stretching and squeezing while you do this exercise. 3, 2, 1. Switch hands. Gonna hit that left side for the last time. In 3, 2, 1. Bending the elbow, weight head goes towards the floor and comes back up. Squeezing at the top as we extend. Keeping that shoulder planted where it's at. Only movement is in the elbow. Nice job, you're almost there. 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. Dead bugs inbound for the last time. In 3, 2, 1. Dead bugs, nice and slow. Go ahead and begin. Alternating. Dropping that left arm, right leg, left leg, right arm, and repeat. The slower you go with dropping your limbs, the more challenging it's going to be. So you choose your adventure here. You choose the speed you want to go. And 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds. Let's get around for that last set of high plank holds or high plank walks. In 3, 2, 1. Begin. Go ahead and get up. Squeezing the glutes, squeezing the abs. This is a full body engagement exercise here. Your back is working, your arms are working, your abs. Every piece of your core has to work here. You can do it. 10 more seconds. Hold that high plank if you're not walking. And 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and take some rest, y'all. Grab a drink. That is the end of circuit 2. Let's talk through circuit 3. We got some good music going. Awesome. Nice work, everyone. Another tough circuit in your pocket. We're going to go back to standing. We're going to be doing a standard upper body circuit next. Our first move is the Arnold press. So for our Arnold press, we are in a neutral standing position, feet are under hips, toes are forward. I'm going to have you take both hands, make fists with both hands, and then I want you to bring both fists in front of your shoulders like you just did a bicep curl with both arms. So that's our starting position of the Arnold press. Palms are facing the front of your shoulders. From here, we're going to widen our elbows outside of our shoulders just slightly. As we do that, we're going to turn our fists to face away from us. So our palms face away from us when our elbows come outside of our shoulders. And then we're going to overhead press. So both fists press up towards the ceiling. And then we're going to lower back down, bring the fists back in to face the front of our shoulders, bring the elbows back in, and repeat. So we want to make that whole sequence as smooth as possible, but that is our Arnold press. Any questions, Arnold press? Great. I would recommend light to medium weights for this one because we are going overhead. Next one is lateral raises. So for our lateral raises, same standing position. I'm going to have you have both arms straight and palms are going to be starting on your thighs, palms facing your thighs. If you want to make fists, feel free to do so or hold weights, but your palms will start facing your thighs. And then we're just going to raise a slight bend in both elbows, and then we're going to raise both arms up and out to the sides until we get to about shoulder height. And then we're going to lower back down to that starting position and repeat. So just arms aren't directly outside your shoulders, they're slightly in front of your body, but there's a slight bend in both elbows, lateral raises. Any questions there? Fantastic. Next move is a single arm bent over row. So we'll start on the right side only. I want you to take a standard staggered stance with your feet. So you're going to step your left foot forward, right foot stays back. And then we're going to hinge at the waist just slightly. I have a fist or I'm holding a weight in my right hand and my right arm is just relaxed, hanging down under the right shoulder. From here, I'm going to pull my elbow back until that weight gets to outside of my hip or just slightly in front of the hip, squeezing my elbow into my side so I can feel that back activate. And then I'm going to lower the weight back down and repeat, just pulling through the elbow, arm hangs, and then arm pulls back to the hip. Any questions? Bent over row. We're just going to switch to the left side for our last move. So starting on the right, and then we'll hit the left. Awesome. All right, y'all. Let's get after it. Upper body circuit, starting with that Arnold press. So go ahead and grab those medium to light weights and get started at the top of that bicep curl. 3, 2, 1, Arnold press. Starting at the top, widening the elbows, turning the fists to face away. Overhead press. Back down, reverse the movement, and repeat. Make sure our core is braced as well. We don't want that lower back arching to get the weights overhead. If that's happening, go ahead and drop the weights. 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. We're doing those lateral raises next. Coming up in 3, 2, 1. Slight bend in both elbows. Raise those weights up to shoulder height and back down. Working the tops of the shoulders, the deltoid muscles. Kind of sounds like Altoid, but they're not Altoids. 10 more seconds. Brace those abs. Using lighter weights here. 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. We got our bent over rows on the right side. So go ahead and get that staggered stance. 3, 2, 1. Slight hinge in the waist. Let that right arm hang. And we pull back that elbow till that weight gets outside of our right hip. Lower back down and repeat. The key here is to feel that shoulder blade loosen when your arm is relaxed. And then pull that shoulder blade back as you are doing the row. Keep that elbow tight to your side. Squeeze the lats. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and switch the staggered stance. Switch hands with your weight if you're using one. We're gonna hit that left side in 3, 2, 1. Bent over rows, left side. Holding that weight in a standard grip. Not underhand grip. I didn't specify that before. Nice job. Release that shoulder blade at the bottom and pull it back as you row. 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. We're going back to the Arnold press. Grabbing 2 weights. 3, 2, 1. Arnold press. Make sure we're making this movement as fluid as we can. Trying not to chop it up into those little pieces, but if you need to do that to get used to the movement, of course, do so. Use the breath. You squeeze the abs and push those weights overhead. Slight bend in the elbows at the top. 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. Going back into those lateral raises with both arms. 3, 2, 1. Slight bend in both elbows. Begin those lateral raises. Just taking those weights up to shoulder height. Slightly in front of our body, not directly to the sides of our shoulders. That way we protect the shoulder. 10 more seconds, lateral raises. Should feel the tops of the shoulders working for you. 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. We got bent over rows coming up. Right side. So get that staggered stance. 3, 2, 1. And begin. Single arm bent over rows. Pulling through that elbow. Pulling the elbow back behind the hip. Until that hand gets just outside of the hip. Keep the elbow in tight so you can really squeeze the back or the lat muscles as you row. Starting the lawnmower. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and switch stance. Switch hands with your weight. Bent over rows, left side. 3, 2, 1. Relaxed, arms down, and arm pulls back. I should specify, starting the push mower. This is what you do. Pulling through the elbow, squeezing at the top. Taking these nice and slow. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's get ready for our last set here, last round. Starting with the Arnold press in 3, 2, 1. Arnold press. Working that upper body, shoulders, triceps. A little bit of that upper back. Nice job. Pressing those weights overhead. Palms face away. And when they're down, palms come back in. 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. Getting ready for those lateral raises. In 3, 2, 1. Lateral raises. Just about shoulder height, no higher required. You get the work you need. 4 reminders, squeeze your abs. Tuck that pelvis, keep it under your rib cage. No arching that lower back. If you're feeling fatigue there, go ahead and drop the weight. 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. Last set of those bent over rows coming up. In 3, 2, 1. Right side, bent over rows. Make sure we're squeezing the arm, squeezing the elbow into the side. You want to hold it at the top and really feel that lat squeeze. You can do that. Sometimes it's good to get those active cues. If you're holding the muscle, you're touching the muscle with the opposite hand. You can feel it activate. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and switch sides. Last set. Left side, bent over rows. In 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Pull that elbow, pull that shoulder blade. Squeeze the lats. Remember, we're taking these slow. Might be a 1-2 second down, 1-2 pull up. Time under tension, build strength. 3, 2, 1, and done. Take some rest, y'all. We are gonna grab a drink and talk through our last circuit of the day, which is going to be a full body standing circuit. So our first move for our standing full body circuit, our last circuit of the day, is going to be a squat to press. So I want you to set your feet up for a squat. Feet are slightly outside of the hips, toes are forward. Once we have that squat position with our feet, we're going to lower the hips down. Knees will track over the feet. So we're lowering into that squat as low as you can go. As you do that, I want you to reach both hands down towards the floor, right in the middle of your feet. Once you're able to touch the floor or get as low as you can in that squat, we're going to push up out of the squat, and then we're going to reach both arms up overhead over the shoulders. So lowering down, touching the floor in the squat, and then pressing up overhead. If you're holding weights, just make sure palms are facing away from you, or palms can face each other for a standard grip. And as you press overhead, keep the weight slightly in front of your body, not entirely over your shoulders, so you're arching your back. So squat to press. Any questions there? That one is a burner, so take it slow. Next move is a suitcase march. So we're just going to alternate. Actually, we're going to do single side. That's what I have on here. So suitcase march left side. So I'm going to have you hold a weight in your left hand, and then we're just going to drive that left knee up towards the chest and place the left foot back down and repeat. So left side only marches, and that weight is in your left hand to kind of counterbalance you. So marches left leg only. And then we're going to do some good mornings. So good morning. Feet are under the hips, toes are forward. You can cross your arms in front of your chest, or you can take your fingers, both hands to the back of your head. Elbows go out wide. So whatever placement of your arms you choose there. And then we are going to keep just a slight bend in the knees. We don't want to bend any lower than just a slight bend. And then we're going to push our hips back as we lower our nose and chest towards the floor, keeping our back as flat as possible. Once you feel the hamstrings begin to stretch, you're going to push yourself back up to upright standing, squeezing the glutes as you push yourself back to upright. Any questions with the good morning? Just working on a solid hinge movement. And then our last move is a suitcase march with the right leg. So just right leg, driving right knee up to the chest and back down, holding the weight in the right hand. Any questions with our last circuit? Cool, I think we have time for 3 rounds, so let's boogie. All right, so suitcase march, left side, driving that left knee to the chest in 3, 2, 1. Left knee drives up, right leg is our standing leg for stability. Keep yourselves as centered as possible in your stance. You don't want to lean too far to the right. Just drive that left knee up and down and repeat. Squeeze the core. That weight, if you're using it, might affect your balance. 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. We're going to do those. Oh my gosh, I forgot about squat to press. Let's do squat to press right now. Sorry. All right, 3, 2, 1. Squat to press. Go ahead and lower the hands down. Push the arms up and repeat. Squat to press. As we lower the hips, the knees track over the feet. The hands touch the floor. We push out of the squat and reach the hands overhead. Nice work. 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. We're gonna do those suitcase marches on the right side now. In 3, 2, 1. Suitcase march. Driving right knee towards the chest. Right knee only. We're not alternating here. If you're holding a weight in your right hand, you got a little bit of a counterweight. Squeeze the abs. Breathe. And have fun. Nice job. You're going to feel some fatigue in the hip flexor and the quad. 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. Let's do those good mornings. Then we'll start over the circuit and do it in the right order. Promise. 3, 2, 1. Good mornings exercise. Go ahead and begin. Nice slow hinge. Pushing the hips back like we're closing the car door. And then we're squeezing those glutes, coming back to upright standing. Really isn't much bending of the knees at all. That's how we target posterior chain, not the quads. And 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. All right, and then we're gonna start at the top of the circuit with squat to press. In 3, 2, 1. Squat to press. Go ahead and lower into the squat. Tap the ground with the fingertips. Push out of the squat and overhead press or overhead reach. Squat to press. You got this. Any kind of overhead movement, make sure we're squeezing the core, tucking the pelvis. 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. We got suitcase marches on the left side. In 3, 2, 1. Marches left side only. Doing these as slow as you can. That's going to challenge your balance. Going to challenge your strength. That is the main goal behind this exercise, is balance and strength, not cardio or speed. You got it. 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. Let's do those good mornings. Even though it might be a good afternoon or a good evening for you. 3, 2, 1. Find that positioning with your arms. And then we're going to hinge the hips back and squeeze the glutes, come back up. Imagining someone's holding a dowel rod to the back of your spine. And you got to keep your shoulder blades, your head, and your hips touching it. Nice flat back as we hinge. Not bending the knees, not rounding the back. Just hinging. 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. Suitcase marches on the right side. Coming up in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and begin. Right leg marches. You might have that left arm maybe out to the side, about shoulder height, to kind of counterbalance if you're holding the weight, or you're just holding it along your side because you have a really strong core. 10 seconds, you got it. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest, going into our last round with the squat to press in 3, 2, 1. Squat to press. Go ahead and begin. We got that good positioning with our feet. Our feet are staying flat as we lower the hips. Knees track over the feet for the squat. Touching the ground, pushing out of the squat. The overhead press, overhead reach. Keep that core strong. 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. Suitcase marches left side. In 3, 2, 1. Left side marches. Holding that weight in the left hand for that vestibular challenge. Keep yourself as centered as possible. Squeeze the abs. You're almost there. This is our last round of the day. And we're gonna cool down. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds. Last set of good mornings. In 3, 2, 1. Good mornings. Pushing the hips back. Feeling that stretch in our hamstrings. Taking these nice and slow. Keeping a flat back. And breathing. Hinging is an essential movement, just like squatting. 3, 2, 1. 10-second rest. Last move of the day. Suitcase marches, right side. 3, 2, 1. Don't worry, I won't put you through a suitcase lunge this late. Nice job. Just driving that right knee up. Tapping the toe and repeat. Squeezing the abs, breathing. You're almost there. Feeling that fatigue. And 3, 2, 1. Woo! Go ahead and have some water. Take a quick breath. And let's cool down again. Can't find my cool down song, so we're gonna do this. All right. Let's go ahead and stay standing as we cool off today after a nice, fun strength workout. We're going to start with some hamstring scoops. So from the standing position, I'll have you step your right foot out in front of you, just one pace. Your heels down in the floor, your toes are up towards the sky. And we're going to trace those fingertips down our leg towards our foot until we feel that stretch in the back of our leg. Then we're going to come back up to standing and switch sides. So stepping left foot out, heel down, toes up, reaching down the leg, and just continue to alternate right and left hamstring scoops. Nice and slow, no need to rush. Starting to feel our breathing rate slow down. Our heart rates come down. And last one here. Go ahead and finish the rep you're on. Come back up to standing. We're going to do our standing quad stretch. Starting with the right leg. If you need to use a wall for some support nearby, or if you need to lay on your belly for this stretch, feel free to modify it how you need. We're just going to bend the right knee, kicking the right heel towards our glutes. We're going to grab our right ankle with our hand and just hold there, stretching the front of the right leg or the right quadriceps. Just take a few breaths. As I said, if you need the wall for some support to hold on to, or you're laying on your belly doing the stretch. And let's switch legs, stretching the left quadriceps. Kicking left heel towards left glutes, grabbing onto that left ankle, and holding the leg. And go ahead and release that left leg. We're going to do some overhead stretches for the arms and triceps. So we'll start with an overhead tricep stretch on the right side. I'll have you take your right hand and place it on the back or the base of your neck so your elbow goes up towards the ceiling over the right shoulder. You can just hold there if you want, or you can take the left hand to manipulate the stretch a little bit, grab the top of the right elbow and push it slightly back behind you towards the back of your head. Overhead tricep stretch. Make sure you're tucking the pelvis under your ribcage. Might be one of those stretches your back wants to arch. And let's go ahead and switch sides. If you need to wash it out, let your arms fall down by your sides. And switch, taking the left hand to the base of your neck. Left elbow goes up to the ceiling. Right hand can grab onto that left elbow and gently push the left arm behind the head. Taking some deep breaths. And let's go ahead and release that left elbow. And let's go into a forward fold, just exhaling, reaching both hands down towards your feet, letting your arms, head, neck, shoulders just hang out. Nice stretch in the back of your legs. And let's take your hands to your shins and gently, one vertebrae at a time, bring your hands up your legs and roll your spine back to upright standing. And last but certainly not least, give yourselves a pat on the back. Way to show up today. Nice job.